question. See, when you asked me the question if a hoe was eligible for marriage, it hit my head in a way that's like, that the question for me at first didn't make sense, because it's like, if it's a hoe, why would they be married? But then I had to reframe, okay, maybe I don't understand what he means by marriage, because this question isn't ridiculous to him. That's why I asked you what you meant by marriage. And for you, marriage is just a man and a woman coming together in an intimate way, you know, or maybe a loving way. I don't think anyone it should be denied that or is ineligible for that. I don't think anyone is ineligible for that. I don't think most people would agree with me, but I don't think anyone is ineligible for that. But what I will say is marriage is much more than just coming together and loving each other. It's a work. And when you add the option of divorce, it's not the same thing we've used to build civilizations. It's not. Yeah, but most of the time that's what happens, is that families continue. You know, like it's not 100% guarantee. There's never 100% guarantee. Nothing is. Anything claiming to be is false. It's not a claim at 100% guarantee. This is your best shot based on what you come with, based on the fact that this nigga want to fuck everything, so we're going to tell him not to, based on the fact that you're going to want to sneak and fuck while you fucking him to keep what he got. We're going to tell you not to, and we're going to build off of this. Bro, motherfuckers been building these shits for thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years. That's not just dumb people. Bro, that's the same motherfuckers built pyramids, built huge cities in the jungle, told you to be a virgin before you was married. Fuck you mean? They was right about all this. They got the stars lined up, but they wrong about pussy. Like, come on, bro. There's something wrong here. We've been doing it this way for hundreds of thousands of years. We sitting here colonized, and now we're changing it and saying it's right and it's progressive, and it's not. But look at the state of people, bro. You killing me. It's not progressive. There are no families anymore. Everybody's an individual. You got a bunch of individuals by their damn self struggling. Fuck you mean this is progressive? Nah, man. We've been doing it for hundreds of thousands of years. Like you said, there's been sex and there's been marriage. And motherfuckers want to blur the lines so they can get benefits from motherfuckers. No, sir. That is awful advice. If you have a woman who comes with value, and she not only can she not get it into her head that she already has value, but she doesn't have the common sense to preserve it for something valuable in the future, then she is not a good investment as a wife. Bruh. You do understand that. If you give your kid an allowance and he say, Dad, I want this $10 thing, he get $2 a week, and you say, okay, you gotta save your money, and he don't save his money, you know he don't deserve that toy. This is real shit, bro. We wouldn't give in hoes husbands. For real. See, men today have to rise to the occasion of being men and don't get anything. We have to still continue to work. Bro, we don't come with value. If you see a man out there and he's valuable, it's not because he got titties and a pussy. Bro, that's real shit. We sitting here questioning whether or not a hoe is a real thing. It's the oldest profession in the book. We've been doing this for a long time, bro. That's bad advice on the physical realm. Yes, divine hoe exists because divine virgin and divine crone exists. Not because it's just some thing out there, this island in the spiritual world. But it's part of a system. Look, man, I get it. There are a lot of women who are in a position where they you can say they've been misguided, or where the world has acted upon them, or you can say they've been irresponsible, where it's their own responsibility. Either way, they're in a position where they're not the women we used to have. The men we have are not the men we used to have, and we each looking for what we used to have and what we got, and that's the problem. There are no more virgin brides, and there are no more manhood rights. See, when we say there's no more virgin brides, that's what I mean when I say I don't expect these women not to be a hoe. Of course, before she's gonna have been a hoe. What else is she gonna do? That's the value she got. We're colonized. That's what I expect. But see, nobody's talking about for men, because we'll sit here and have a hissy fit about whether or not a bitch can be a hoe, but a dude, dick and a half, and he's done. In white supremacy, in this homoerotic white supremacy, everybody know about the fucking prison industrial complex. It's so common, we can make a rape joke about it, and everybody knows the rape joke. Hey man, don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap. First time I came out of jail, my mother and brother were right there laughing, don't drop the soap. Bro, what if that really would have happened to me? Are you fucking kidding me? But it's okay. You see, we're okay with the idea of our women progressing, but if men progress in some kind of way other than how they're beneficial, now something's wrong. Right. So much of this argument has centered around defending women from an attack I'm not making. It's like I say, bro. It's like there's no more virgin brides, but there's no more manhood rights. See, someone might listen to me and say, "Oh, well, he must be so great because he can say something like this." It's like, no, motherfucker, didn't you just hear me? I said there's no more manhood rights. There's no more legacy. There's no more family. There's no more lineage. There's no more building. All we got is sand now. Like there's no more. Like it used to be. It wasn't just a virgin was given to some man and here you go. This man was made by the community into a man. The boy was made to a man by the community. That's gone. And so I take that into account when I say I expect women to be hoes these days. I expect men not to be boys not to be made into men. Look, niggas didn't have to do this from square one by themselves with no help. We got to do that now. So she's not getting the same thing she would have got, just like I'm not getting the same thing I would have got. So I'm not trying to say some shit where it's like bad against women. I'm trying to say, look, we got a whole situation, and the only thing we're doing is looking at the woman's side. Like, let's look at the whole situation. Because if we changing, like you're saying, if we changing, then men need to be able to change too. But I'm not saying women can't change and can't start doing whatever the hell it is they say they want to do now. But you have to be able to change what men are. And if you don't, it's something. And if you don't, something's not honest.
You know, some might view it as, we are becoming this degraded state. You know, we're also returning to something or becoming something that we've never been.
Oh yeah.
You know,
most certainly. I'd agree with that.
That's what pressure does.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's part of the reason I say, guys can't think of marriage the way it's always been. Right. They either have to throw that out or completely reshape it from the ground up, because all the terms have changed.
Right.
So restructuring that means the whole idea of families, if it's going to survive at all, has to change. Because you don't build families off pussies, you just make babies.
Once again, family is also a choice.
Because now we don't have the concept of bastard children anymore. Now that everybody's a bastard, no one gets to. You don't make the distinction anymore. Most people think what they're gonna get is conditional love, and the best love is conditional. The best love is not unconditional. Unconditional love is pathetic. It's like if a motherfucker came up to you tomorrow, a girl, right, and she's like, I'm gonna do anything for you, always, forever.
Right.
And there's nothing that you could do to get me to stop that. Like at a certain point, that shit becomes pathetic. It's like it's love that has conditions, love that has some type of integrity to it, love that has a reason why it loves you. You know, that shit is different. So I mean, we have all kind of conversations about love. So that's not business, though. That's not business. I'm not saying it's not true and it's not valid and it doesn't have a place in life. It most certainly does, but that's not business. But we don't do business. I don't know what niggas are gonna do, to be honest. Like you said, we becoming something we never been before. So hey, bro, I'm not saying hoes shouldn't be hoes. I'm not saying we shouldn't have hoes. I'm not saying don't do what you want to do with a hoe. Everybody, you can put your shields down. He's not attacking women. You can put your shields down. Not at all. Fuck
no. And just so to make it clear, there's no attack. It's just different perspectives. You know, it's different perspectives.
But this is why I say that though. And it's not to insult you in any way. To be clear, but this is why I say that. It's because of the natural tendency we have to defend women. Like, it's because like all I'm doing is suggesting the idea that there may be unflattering things about women, and it gets defended. You know, but when we suggest the same things about men, you know, it doesn't go the same way. And I'm not asking for it to, But what I'm saying is, if we're gonna have this thing where I gotta go through more, I gotta have these more standards, well, I need to get something for it. You're not gonna say we equal, we the same, and I have to do these other things. That's not equal. That's not the same. So, you know, the man is the man. Like, I run shit. I'm in charge. If we can't concede that, and I still gotta do extra shit, what are we doing? And like, this is animal shit, bro. This is nature shit. And so we can't even get this kind of stuff straight. Like, motherfuckers is confused about basic stuff. The streets are all the way fucked up. Shit is not what it used to be. And dudes cannot move like they used to. That's my biggest point. Not saying what women shouldn't do, what women could do, should do, have nothing to say about them. Stunning, beautiful, brave. Men got to do something different. Because if these are the new rules, because they've been playing by the new rules for a while now. You know, we just haven't been put on game. But if these are the new rules, shit got to change. You got to do something different. And so, look, I'm not telling you not to love a hoe, because I think that's what the idea is that's behind me rejecting the idea is that I'm saying don't love a hoe. I'm not telling you not to love nobody. Love who the fuck you want to. Love how you want to. Motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck love is. Motherfuckers just be feeling some kind of way and then say it's love to justify whatever the fuck they want to do. Go ahead, do what you want to do. What I'm saying is marriage is business. Family is business. Lineage, legacy is business. And if a motherfucker is, I'm never yours, it's just your turn, that's a bad business investment. I'm not saying it's impossible, because nothing's impossible. But what I'm saying is it's improbable. Not impossible, improbable.